amazing. You're welcome back to another section still on highest common factors and lowest common multiples. We're dealing with factors, multiples, prime factors, and prime numbers. But right away, we want to find the HCF of algebraic terms. So all that you've been taught in the previous classes that we've learned so far, we want to apply them right now in dealing with algebraic problems. So here we have HCF of algebraic term, and the equation given to us on the board here is find the HCF of 4xy raised to power 2, 16x to power 2, y to power 3, and 20x to power 2, y to power 2. How do we solve this problem? We are going to apply the concept of what we've been given so far in solving this algebraic problem. It's not difficult. It's not difficult at all. It's simple. Just pay proper attention and apply the concept as needed, as need be. So we have here, I'm going to be using the tabular method and the exponential method. So in the tabular method, we have 4x y to power 2, draw your line. 16 x to power 2, y to power 3, draw your line. 20 x to power 2, y to power 2, draw your line. Then draw the line for the factors. That. Now you understand that in these algebraic numbers we have the number part and the letter part. So you decide which one to start with. Let's start with the number part. Let's cancel out the numbers, remaining the letters first. We have 4, we have 16, we have 20. What can divide 4, 16, and 20 at the same time? At the same time. We are dealing with HCF right now. Remember I said that number, that factor must divide all the numbers at the same time. So we have 4, we have 16, we have 20. What can divide 4, 16, 20? Of course, I would have loved to use 2 as the smallest factor that can divide 4, 16, and 20. But 4 can also divide 4, 16, and 20. So let me just use 4 without wasting much time. So 4 can go, I will use 4. 4 will cancel 4 and I'll be left with only x, y raised to power 2. 4 will go into 16 4 times and I'll bring down my x to power 2 and y to power 3. 4 will go into 25 times. I'll bring down my x to power 2 and my y to power 2. Now we have 1 is here, but it's invisible. We have 4 and 5. What can divide 4 and 5 at the same time? At the same time. It must be at the same time. What can divide 4 and 5? No factor. So we are done with numbers because we are dealing with HCF. When there's no number that can divide all at the same time, I say we should stop. So we are done with numbers. Let's go to letters. We have x is common in all. X, x, x. You can see that. So x can divide x. X will divide x. There's only one x here, which is power 1. If x divides x, we'll be left with only y raised to power 2. There's 2x here, x to power 2. If one x cancel out one x here, we'll be left with 4x y to power 3. Because one x has cancelled out one x. One x will cancel out one x from this one, we'll be left with 5x and y to power 2. So what do we have left? We only have 2x left, there's no x here. So no x can cancel again because there's no x here. So we are done with x. We are done with x because there's no common x again. We only have x, common x in 4 and 5 sides. There's no x here. So there's no common x. I say because I said that factor must divide all at the same time. So there's no more x here. So I will stop for x. Let's go to y. Y is common in all the 3 numbers. We have here y, we have here y, we have here y. So the first y we cancel. Y we cancel. 1 from the y to power 2 will be left with 1y. We'll be left with 4x y to power 2 because 1y has cancelled out 1 from the y to power 3. We'll be left with 5x and y because 1y has cancelled out 1y from the y to power 2. We still have y common. Y is still common. So y will cancel out 1. We'll be left with 4x here because 4x and y alone will be left here. I'll be left with 5x alone here because this y has cancelled out this y. So our result will stop here. There's no more common y. There's no more common x in all. There's no more common 4 in all. There's no more common 5 in all. So our HCF will be 4. I'm using dot as times, so I don't get confused. 4 times x times y times y. And that will give us 4x y raised to power 2. Here is our highest common factor. So the highest common factor of 4xy squared, 16x squared y cubed, and 20x squared y squared is 4xy squared. That is the tabular form. Let's quickly run through the exponential form or exponential method, and see our answer becoming the same. We have 4x squared y, 4xy squared. That will be expressed as 2 raised to power 2. I'm using dot as times, x raised to power 1 and y raised to power 2. For 16 x squared y to power 3, that will be 2 raised to power 4 times x to power 2 times y to power 3. For 20 x squared y squared, that will be 2 raised to power 2, 5 raised to power 1, x to power 2, and y to power 2. And I told us in the previous class that for HCF, you need to pick out the ones with the lowest power. In the families of 2, this is the lowest power. This is also power 2, but just pick only one of it. 2 to power 2 times, in the family of x, first of all, fill up the gap. There's 5 here, there's no 5 here. I'll write 5 to power 0. There's no 5, I'll write 5 to power 0. So, in the families of 2, we have here 2 to power 2. In the families of 5, this is the one with the lowest power. So I'll put a 5 to power 0. In the families of x, this is the one with the lowest power. I'll put a x to power 1. In the families of y, this is the one with the lowest power. I'll put a y to power 2. So we are done with that. You notice that 5 to power 1 is 1. So we have 2 to power 2 times 1 times x to power 1 times y to power 2. This is our exponential result. But if you're asked to put your answer as direct as O, you have 2 to power 2 is 4 times 1 is still 4, x and y raised to power 2, which is the same as the one we got in the tabular form. So these are you solve using the exponential method. Should you ask to find any algebraic term, to find the HCF of any algebraic term, it is either you use the tabular method or you use the exponential method. It's as simple as this. Sure you get. So just go through it carefully and get the best out from it. The video is yours. You are in a school. I will not get it back from you. So carefully play it and get the knowledge and ensure you excel scholastically in your mathematics field. See you.